Welcome everyone to the game between Arjun Erigaisi and Nodirbek Abdusattorov in the final round of the Tata Steel Masters 2026. It's going to be a very exciting day of chess here between the two. Nodirbek is currently leading the tournament by half a point. A draw would secure him the tie breaks as Sindarov is just half a point behind. But this, dear friends, is the ambit recap of the day. Nodirbek definitely would be trying for a win here. Um, Also, the thing is, if he wins it, he's the champion outright. But if he draws, he has to keep an eye on Sindarov's game. If he loses, of course, that would be really bad. And Arjun, who's really strong and has the white pieces, will definitely try to put pressure on Nodirbek Abdusattorov here. But Nodirbek, well, it's a big game for him. He's been looking for the Tata Steel chess title for quite some time now. Will he make it today? He goes e5. I think a logical move because you want to keep that chances for yourself but also be very solid. A draw should get you a tie break, so that's not a bad deal. Knight c6, bishop c4. He plays the Italian here. And will it be knight f6 or bishop c5? He goes for bishop c5, and now usually d3 is the main move. Whoa, b4. The Evans Gambit is on the board. Bishop takes b4 by Nodirbek. And he goes so quick to take it. It was as if he was expecting Arjun's Evans Gambit there. c3. And the bishop drops back to a5. I have a feeling that the surprise is there for Nodirbek, but maybe not so much. d4. He pushes the pawn in the center. And now d6. It's a very stable way to play. E takes d4 would be more risky line. After queen b3 castle, you're giving up several pawns. Queen b3. Now this is the point. You're attacking f7 and queen d7 is the move. On many levels, the queen is doing well. It looks weird that it blocks the bishop. But on e7, after takes, there could be potential bishop a3 ideas. So this is much better. Also, de, ed. By the way, Arjun castles does not hit the queen. Bishop b6. Now threatening knight a5. With an attack on both the queen and the bishop. You can see Vincent there. Quite surprised that Evans Gambit has been played here. Knight d2 played. I think overall Arjun is happy with the fact that, his opponent, even if he's prepared, he's happy with the line. That's really speaks something about the Evans Gambit. Queen c2. And now he chops off. There's also a possibility to play knight e7 here, I believe. That's a very interesting move to bring the knight here. But takes. And look at the speed. Queen c6. He just recollected his analysis. He plays it. Pawn takes. A takes b6. And that's the benefit you have when you have some excellent memory. I'm pretty sure Nodirbek had prepared this at some point. He managed to recollect it in 16 minutes. And he has a fine position out of the opening. Two moves are there, queen a4 and queen e6. He plays queen to e6 here. And now knight f6. You want to bring your knight out. Plays f4. Knight comes out to f6. Well, in a way, Arjun has recovered his pawn. He has the center. And I think c4 is a nice move because he's going to get his bishop on this long diagonal. So the opening seems to have worked at least. I mean, bishop b2 now. White has a small edge. These days, you don't even get it in Rui Lopez or Italian. So Evans Gambit, not so bad. Bishop b2. Nodirbek plays queen e7. And now maybe a little bit calmly you can go h3, rook f e1, bring your knight back. It's a nice position, but Arjun goes a4. He's maybe eyeing for some bishop a3 stuff. Knight goes back to d7. And that's a nice move there by Nodirbek. I mean, you would love to bring your knight back, but e4 would hang on d3. So he comes back to f3, and now pawn to f6. This really limits the bishop. There's one move that is very famous from the Capablanca Lasker Capablanca game, and that's f5 here, which weakens the e5 square. But because you have so much control, it should be fine. But he goes knight to c5, e5. Arjun is being very direct here. f5 played, and he blocks it. Knight e6, bishop d7, bishop c6. He would like to play. E6 would be nice, but actually at this point black can snatch it and be okay with it. So knight d4 played by Arjun. He's attacking, he's keeping an eye on e6, trying to play e6, also keeping an eye on the f5 pawn. Nodirbek actually goes back. And now perhaps the question is, can you snatch the pawn? Should you take it or not is the matter of calculation. And he takes it. But maybe it's not the best move because Nodirbek has queen f7, putting pressure on the f4 pawn. He finds it, queen f7 played. This is now very important for Nodirbek because the championship is on the line. Arjun is playing well, but Nodirbek is playing even better here. I guess you have to bring your knight back because g4 would be met with knight takes f4. So he brings his knight back to e3. And Arjun sees that he can actually put his knight on d5. Knight takes pawn. Opens up the bishop now. And knight d5, the best move. So if you take here, I take. And if you take here, I can take on c7 with a good position. So bishop e6 played. And knight f4, maybe not the best. The best move was perhaps rook a3 to get the rook here. But knight f4, queen f4, and now suddenly it's black who's pressing mighty pressure because pressure on c4, a4 pawn being weak, bishop limited by its own pawn, queen active, rook active, the other rook active, black's bishop wonderful. Oh my goodness. How the position has changed, shifted, and now Nodirbek gets his rook to d8. I mean, even though Arjun has hardly made any mistakes. He's in a lost position. That just shows the form Nodirbek is in. And now once again, he's tempting Nodirbek to take the pawn when his position would be okay. But Abdusattorov is on fire. On point, on fire. Rook e4. And now queen to h5. He goes back queen e7 with the idea of queen c5 check. He goes back rook to e3. And now queen c5. A good move. Just pinning the rook. Putting pressure on c4. h3 played. And rook d4 is a very powerful move. Finds it. Oof. Amazing play here. Bishop a3. That is a tactical error by Arjun. Well, if queen takes c4, he would maybe want to trade queens, I guess. But there is a tactic here. And you can see Nodirbek. He's so much in good form that he's not rushing it. At the critical moments, he's finding all the moves. Now, rook d1. If you take queen d1, queen e3 check and a3 is hanging. So he goes king f2 and now rook f1. He finds that as well. Amazing. King f1 and now boom, queen takes e3, attacking the bishop. One thing to note here is that black never really wants to win this pawn on e5 because that pawn is going to limit everything. It also keeps the king safe. It keeps the bishop very happy. Queen comes back to c5. c4 is hanging. Now bishop takes c4. Takes it. King d2. And well, there's definitely going to be some effort because of the opposite colored bishop position. Queen check. Arjun brings his king up, attacks the bishop, and he takes it. Whoa, he's taken it. And that is incredible. He's just one pawn up, going into opposite colored bishop. That is some judgment here. King f7. He's coming king e6. Maybe then he later wants to attack and create two passers here. E6 check. If king takes e6, then there's bishop takes g7 hanging. Takes it. He gives up the pawn, but the point is you get the pawn back with bishop f1. That is the point. He plays it, bishop f1. Man, Nodirbek has I think played one of the best games of his life here. Seriously. Firstly, getting surprised in the opening, then fighting so hard, playing so many accurate moves, king d5. And this endgame is winning because what you will essentially do is some point play b5, exchange it, and get two passers. And having one pawn extra here is just very helpful. Because with two pawns, the bishop and king can place themselves in a way that the bishop can sacrifice itself for the two pawns, but not with another extra pair of pawns on the king side. King b3, maybe b5 now. Yeah, he just pushes b5. And I think Arjun can already resign this. AB. He plays bishop takes b5. Bishop e7. Now just moving the bishop away. b5 coming up. I think Arjun is wanting Nodirbek to just play through some of the moves here. Bishop f6. And now just a mistake would be to push here, because then I can blockade on the dark squares. You should never push your pawns on the same color of the bishop. Let the bishop control the other squares. Let the pawn control the other color squares. King b6. Bishop check. King a6. And now just king b5 or even bishop d3 should be good. Next move, I'm coming c4 here. And this is over. Wow. That's amazing win there for Nodirbek as he becomes the champion of the Tata Steel Masters 2026, and Arjun there, being the gentleman that he is, congratulates his opponent. What a game this was, and what a tournament for Nodirbek Abdusattorov. He basically crushed the field with 9 points out of 13, and he also managed to gain some precious ELO points, 19 ELO points to be precise. The arbiter shakes hands with him, and for Nodirbek, this has been an incredible start to 2026.
Nodirbek, congratulations. You are the Tata Steel Chess Champion 2026. What does it mean to you to win this tournament?
I mean, I can't express my happiness with words. I mean, it was a long way for me. I was very close every time, and I failed year after year. And yeah, I mean, I'm extremely happy to finally to be able to to win the tournament and win in a very good nice style. Yeah, it's one of the highlights of my career so far. I mean, I had a dream to win this tournament when I was a kid, and finally my dream come true. And it's yeah, I can express it.
And what a way to win, with a win in the last round. This last round 3 years ago, we remember it, you came in the lead, and then you suffered a loss to Jordan Anish, ended up winning the tournament. What was your mindset? How did you feel this morning when you arrived for the last round?
I just, I just told myself, don't let it slip this year. I gave everything I had, and my last resource also. I mean, you know, mm, yeah, I mean, I'm speechless because, you know, it's very, um, I'm relieved first of all, and you know, I'm extremely happy. But yeah, I mean, coming for this game, I was sure that we're gonna get some fights. Obviously, I mean, I knew that, you know, he was going to you know, fight, and I kind of expected this kind of gambit style play, because the last thing I checked before the game was bishop c4,
Really?
bishop c5. Not before, but I checked c3, knight f6, d4, ed, b4. So
Just a couple of moves away.
yeah, I kind of I read his mind, you know, and you know, managed to oversee his opening choice. Yeah, I mean, it was a very unexpected, but at the same moment, it's you know, very logical, because you know, he doesn't have anything to lose, and he just goes forward, and we're gonna get some fight. Yeah.
I was curious actually. So when before happened, maybe a couple moves before you were expecting it, the Evans Gambit, was it a good surprise or an unpleasant surprise?
It was a neutral, I would say, because I played this line myself with white pieces, so I knew, I mean, pretty much how to equalize with black. There are many ways, obviously, to play, but I think what I did is you know, very forced and very solid. I think I actually mixed up the orders, like after knight e5, I think I have to play queen a4. But I quickly played queen e6 and realized that something is not fine. And yeah, after that I had to find queen e7, knight d7, just consolidate. And after that, after he played knight d4, I was pretty sure that after knight e6, black is in no trouble, and I think I should be better for black already.
What were your emotions in that moment when you understood, okay, you are better, and then a bit later, of course, when the queens came off, you have no more risk or losing? What was going on inside?
Yeah, I was sure that Endgame should be winning, and you know, I didn't hesitate, and I just went for this because I had, of course, many winning ways, but I was pretty sure this should be winning, and it's the, you know, easiest and practical way. Yeah, the way he played, of course, obviously he's in very bad form. I mean, it's a very pity for him. I mean, it's a tough tournament for him. Apparently, it's a second year in a row. But yeah, I believe he will come back stronger, and you know, he will have great results.
And just finally, well, you are the winner now here. Will there be any celebrations, or what's next for you?
I don't know. I don't have plans for celebration yet, but obviously, yeah, I'm going to do something.
Well, Nodirbek, we're so happy to see you be a champion here in 2026. As you said, you were so close so many times. So congratulations from all of us, and such a deserving champion.
Thank you very much.